Hey Sapphire, nice job. Your caricature really looks great. So just a few suggestions. So for this Mad Dog, be sure to use the text from the client because you could use save as because you can save this for another piece, but just be sure to use the text from the client because it's just following the directions. So this stands out pretty good. I would suggest still working with the text. So it stands out a little bit more. Let's see. Again, I would put, because what is it? Flippin' Food Fred or something like that. So I would make each word on a different, different layer so you could really work it into the negative space. You could even put, it down here, if you wanted to. And that even stands out a lot better. And again, if you had it on two, and it also takes care of this issue with this negative space. Also, if you make it in different layers, you can really insert it and move it around. And they don't even have to be the same font if you don't want it. So that's probably something I would suggest. I would also suggest maybe adding a little bit of green or something to someplace else. So part of the text maybe. And you've got that glow on there. You could even add a little bit of a green to it because what happens with the green is it will echo this and repeat the green up here. So repetition of color really works to move the eye through the picture plane. So it's just something you might want to consider. I'm just looking at any kind of green here. And you could just really play with however you want it. Or you could add a stroke. The green also makes the text stand out a little bit more too, so it's not, it's not so hard to read because, it's on, a pretty complicated background. So, you could even add, you already have a little bit of a stroke, right? Yeah, I like the stroke. I don't know, I'd probably make it smaller. I would probably even make it red just because then again it will echo the ketchup. Maybe not that dark. I'm looking for kind of a lighter. Yeah, something like that. Then it also will echo this green up here, and again it will work to move the eye through the picture plane. So that's another thing. Yeah, just be sure to really work on the text. I think you've done a great job on the caricature. In terms of that shadow, yeah, I'm not sure it really adds much to it. I would probably go back and redo, try this tutorial up here because it really makes it a lot better of a cast shadow and it's a lot darker towards the body. So that's something that could work. Yeah, I would probably do another cast shadow just because it's it's just a little bit hard to see as it is now too. Let's see if we did a levels on it, what would happen to it. I have to clip it too, so I'm just cancel this one. And to create a clipping mask. Yeah, whatever I did didn't do anything, did it? So yeah, if you're going to do something with that, I would definitely, play with it. Let's see, where is that shadow? It's not. Oh, I see. It's just very faint. That's why it's not showing up. So yeah, that's pretty much my suggestions. I think you're almost there. I think just a little bit of work with the text and the shadow and just, continuing to maybe just even move things around. I mean, you could, where's that leg? So many layers. See, I don't know. Trying to find, I don't know, maybe, here it is. Just trying to find that one little piece that's up there. Yeah, You know, this is something too where you could add a slight, I wouldn't add the drop shadow probably because that doesn't really do anything, but you could add, again, a little bit of a light colored stroke to it. You know, maybe a yellow or something. I don't know. Let's see. But see, even when it gets lighter, it stands out a lot more. So that's just something to think about. You could make it glow. You could add the bevel to it too if you wanted to. Because even there you can see that stands out a lot better than this. Let's see, I don't know about the size being that big though. You can make it smaller so you still see some of the texture on the from the other leg, or you can add a different color too, but I think whatever, the yellow works good too. Okay, so anyway, I think it's looking great. I would, yeah, just a little bit more work and I think you're there and you're gonna have a really nice portfolio piece. Okay,